For the first time in CSW history, the AIWF Heavyweight Championship comes here tonight on Viral. And I got one thing to say. Justin Overstreet, my condolences to you for bringing it here. But I got one thing to tell you. The Beast is coming out tonight. You're going to figure out why they call me the Beast. Tonight, that belt's not coming home with you. It's coming home with me.
Culture Shock Wrestling Viral is back, fans. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Roycroft, joined by the one and only Damian Hendricks. Good to see you again, sir. And boy, as you saw at the beginning of the program, we have a big match in store. A historic occasion here, really. That's right. Very first time ever in Culture Shock Wrestling, Damian. The AIWF World Heavyweight Championship will be defended.
First time ever, folks. I'll tell you what, we're in for a good match here. Gotta keep in mind, Lane Smart is the longest running CSW champion we've had in history here at CSW. So going against Overstreet here, it's going to be a hard match for him to overcome.
No question about it. Justin Overstreet has his hands full. But as AIWF World Champion, obviously he is used to some very firm challenges from a wide array of opponents. It's going to be something else. And you get to watch it right here for free on CSW Viral. That's going to be something else. But Damian, before we get to that, I understand that the definition of technician Chris Tighe has demanded time on the microphone to address the CSW fans. So let's go to the ring right now and hear what he has to say.
Damian, we see the entrance of the Canadian sympathizer Chris Tighe, and he looks none too happy. I know he's expressed his displeasure with his group Tradition not being represented in the four corners of hell, and he has asked for this time for an open mic, if you will, and he certainly is a live wire. There's no telling what he's got to say here.
Yeah, look, the way I see it is a lot of guys had a lot of opportunity to make their way into that four corners of hell match. Whether or not anyone from Tradition is represented in it, I think that's their fault.
Got to give some credence to that for sure. There were a lot of qualifying matches, and the guys from Tradition just, for whatever reason, didn't make the cut. Of course, a couple of them were alternately engaged in the tag title match, so they've at least got that to their credit. The crowd chanting USA, waving those flags, giving Mr. Canada, the definition of technician Chris Tighe, a hard time here. And let's hear what he has to say.
You guys are on my time now, so we put you sit down and shut up.
Chris Tighe waiting for the noise to die down, but I don't think that's going to happen.
The fans don't like to happen.
Fans continuing to heckle Chris Tighe.
Are you excited about the main event tonight? Yeah. Four corners of hell. Who's excited for four corners of hell?
I'm pretty excited about it, Mike.
No kidding.
It would be more exciting if this guy was ready for that match.
skin. There you have it, an open challenge there from the leader of Tradition, Chris Tighe. And with so many people tied up in the four corners of hell and the tag title match and whatnot, you gotta wonder who's available, who's going to answer the call of the definition of technician.
How wise is this of Tighe to throw out this challenge? He's obviously frustrated. Can't help but think that's going to factor into his abilities here in this match.
Very good point, Damian. We shall see how it turns out for him. I'm sure I recognize this music here. Who is going to holy crap! It's Lucha Lura! He has been out for almost a half a year with a big knee injury. He's been on the shelf. We've been wondering where the former champion has been, and when he's returning. He had to forfeit that title basically because of the injury. Didn't even get a chance to participate in the title unification match. But obviously he is back, and he has decided to test himself in the most serious way against Chris Tighe. And you see he is on fire.
Wow. Wow, the fans are excited. Lura making a return here.
And he is just going in circles around Chris Tighe. You could tell that there's a lot of pent-up aggression in Lucha Lura. He's been on the shelf for several months now. Vicious kick there to the chest by Lucha Lura.
Sorry, Tighe issuing the open challenge here. I'm sure he had no expectation that Lura would be the one to answer his challenge, considering he hasn't been here in 4 months.
Lucha Lura there looked like he was about to take flight. Let's see if he gets him this time. Does Chris Tighe see it coming? Oh,
there it is.
Big splash outside the ring. And Lura is just amped up to 11 here. He is ready for action. You could tell he's just been chomping at the bit to get back in the ring.
I wonder if Tighe thinks he's made a mistake here.
Well, Chris Tighe, with all the talent in the world, if Lura has looked for a good test for himself, he's certainly chosen one. You see, he's already kind of stretching that leg around, and oh!
Oh, there it is.
Just like Chris Tighe to go for that injured leg. Look at this disrespect. Mocking Lucha Lura.
I'll tell you, when the story's out there that you've got a knee injury and you come back from that, I mean, what do you expect? The other guy's not going to target that?
Certainly, and certainly not a guy like Chris Tighe. He's going to take every advantage he can. And look at this excruciating Boston Crab variation.
That's right, just
Chris Tighe.
stretching that leg right across the back of the head there.
Whatever recovery Lucha Lura may have had from that injury, it may be short-lived by the time Chris Tighe is done. Lura making it to the ropes.
Saved by the ropes.
Chris Tighe, always methodical, always surgeon-like in his precision, taking an opponent apart. And even with the surprise entry of Lucha Lura into the ring, this match is no exception, Damian.
That's right, even with a surprise entrance into the ring here, there's still a big target there on the left knee.
You gotta give credit to Chris Tighe. He didn't know who was gonna come through that curtain, but he's nonetheless scouted everybody in CSW, including the ones who've been out for a while, and he was ready to take advantage of that. Chris Tighe always doing his homework. You know he's got to be at home, studying tapes constantly, listening to the scuttlebutt of who's hurt and how they got injured, and He is right on top of Lucha Lura here. I hate to say it, this could be a short-lived return.
You know, I hate to say I might be wrong about what I said earlier. Maybe he wasn't so wrong in throwing out this open challenge. Maybe he's right in being able to scout everyone in CSW, and now he's trying to prove that maybe, in fact, somebody from Tradition should have been in Four Corners of Hell.
Anytime Chris Tighe is in the ring, you know you're going to see a good match, and same with Lucha Lura. And this is quite an interesting pairing between these two. Now you see Lura coming back with some kicks, but what toll is that taking on his knee here? Oh, and once again, Chris Tighe going for the knee and a vicious forearm. Big kick right to the knee there. And Lura feeling every bit of that.
Tighe better watch out. I know the referee was a little bit in his way, but you don't want to get in a shoving match with the referee there and cause a disqualification.
Chris Tighe, despite the initial flurry of offense from Lucha Lura, he's got him on the mat and right where he wants him right now. Just slowly working him down. He does not want to give Lura a chance to gather his senses and get any momentum back. Here we go. Oh, big elbow.
Lura looking for a lot of motivation from the fans here at CSW.
Oh, look at that. He had that move scouted. That's a Lura trademark there, the snapmare into the kick, but Tighe ducking out of the way and rolling him up. Vicious kick into the corner.
Nice. Enziguri taking Tighe down.
Well, this could be it. He's got him knocked a little senseless there. Tighe barely escaping at the 2 count. What a collision of talent we have here. Chris Tighe, definition of technician, and you could just about call Lucha Lura the same. This is a heck of a matchup, and you see them going back and forth. Another enziguri by Chris Tighe. Whoa! Face plant right down on the mat. That could have knocked Lura out, Damien.
That's right. It's definitely a hell of a matchup, and we didn't even know what was happening tonight.
Once again, a close 2 count. These guys taking each other to the limit here. Always the best action right here at Culture Shock Wrestling Viral. This episode, no exception. Chris Tighe versus Lucha Lura. This is a marquee matchup on any event.
There we go. He turned his back, and now look. Lura's up. Big clothesline. Big elbow.
House of Fire is Lucha Lura. He is all over Chris Tighe now, and he needs to stay on top of him. What have we got here? Back and forth. Oh! Kind of a reverse impaler there by Lucha Lura. Great move. And Tighe is laid out. What's he setting up for here? Perhaps a choke slam he's signaling for. Never seen that move in Lucha Lura's arsenal before.
It sure is. Here we go.
Oh!
No!
Snaps back and whips that neck. The impact straight to the throat and a big kick to the face by Lucha Lura. I think he planted right on the chin. This could be it, Damien.
Oh, so close.
Just slips out, does Chris Tighe.
It didn't look like it. When he delivered that kick, it looked like he injured that knee again. Look at him holding it there.
Indeed. Lura, perhaps not letting discretion be the better part of valor here, may have come back a bit too soon. I hope he has let that knee thoroughly rehab and recover, but on the surface it doesn't look that way.
No, it's definitely giving him trouble.
Lura, nonetheless, plenty of fight. Ah! Ace crusher by Chris Tighe.
Spun him around, didn't even see it coming.
Spiked him straight down. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh!
Oh my goodness gracious.
Once again, the fight. The spirit of Lura just coming through there. The never say die attitude.
Look at the look on Tighe's face.
Tighe knows he can't let up on this guy, though. Again, slowing the pace down, bringing it back to the mat. Grounding Lura, which is to his advantage, I would think. Look at that. Looks like he's going to the eye. I guess that's tradition for you.
Wasn't biting him, was he?
Could be. Couldn't quite make it out. What's he going for here? Look at this. Gonna spin him around. Face plants him. Wow. Sort of a Samoan drop, Nishinoku driver combination there. Very impressive.
Nice. Very nice innovation from Chris Tighe.
That is one thing about Chris Tighe. He is constantly reinventing himself in the moves department, and Lacura barely making the ropes. That could have been it. If he had not been in that ring position.
I think that was it. Like, look at him. He is out.
Tighe once again letting the frustration get to him a bit.
You should just drag him to the middle of the ring and pin him right there. Look, he is out.
Could be. Again, Tighe always taking his time. Always working his opponents over methodically. But you can't give a guy like Lucha Lura an inch here because he will take it. What have we got here? Pile driver, perhaps.
Power bomb.
What's going on here? Lacura escapes, rolls him up. Big kick there by Lucha Lura. And the snapmare, and will he hit it this time? Yes, right on target. Look at that. Perfection to the side of the face by Lucha Lura. Is this it?
Up in the side kick and the 3 count.
Your winner, the returning victor, Lucha Lura. And I know this makes the crowd very happy. Whatever problems that knee was giving him, he nonetheless gets a very impressive victory over Chris Tighe.
Sorry, Chris Tighe, but your argument now is null and void, sir.
Chris Tighe was kind of unofficially calling this a #1 contenders match. Perhaps this does place Lucha Lura into top contention, especially given, like I said, that he never lost that Formula 1 title. Never got a fair shot at the title consolidation that took place here right about the time of that knee injury. And just like that, Lucha Lura is back on the scene, and he is climbing the ladder. I don't think it's over yet, though, Damien.
Now, Lacura coming back, looking to pick up right where he left off. Gonna give Tighe a little send-off here.
Parting gift, perhaps, from Lucha Lura. Oh, don't celebrate so quickly there, Chris Tighe.
What's he celebrating for? He lost.
Oh, here we go. Once again. That snap reverse choke slam, if you will. Not sure what to call that. It's a patented Lucha Lura hold at this point. Your winner once again. We are happy to see him back. Lucha Lura.
Well, Damian Hendricks, we've been seeing these films, these segments that have been sent in regarding the second coming. I think the mystery has been solved. Surprised everybody, Lucha Lura making his triumphant return.
Oh my gosh. Out for months with a knee injury, coming back, surprise, shocked everyone. Oh, lucky and just happy to see Lacura back here. CSW, folks, I'm so excited.
And to defeat Chris Tighe, I mean, that's no small feat. A very big deal. We're happy to see Lacura back. And you got to think that puts him, that launches him into contendership for the CSW Heavyweight Championship.
It does. I'm sure Chris Tighe was not expecting that when he came out, threw out an open challenge. Didn't see that coming here tonight. But for the fans, for me and Warcroft, we surely enjoyed that. Thank you for throwing out that open challenge. We can't get enough of it.
An excellent match, and got to hand it to Chris Tighe. Even in defeat, he was a heck of a competitor. Speaking of competition, though, Damien, the moment we've all been waiting for, AIWF World's Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, coming in here, the Beast, Smart, going to be taking on Overstreet. It's not going to be an easy match here for Overstreet. The Beast, longest CSW champion we've had in history here. It's going to be a good one, folks.
Without further ado, let's go to the ring for that event right now.
All right, folks, one of the most anticipated matches of this event. Justin Overstreet defending the AIWF World Heavyweight Championship against Lane Smart, the man you see right here before you, bringing a chair to the ring. Look at him. Overstreet's got to be thinking this is not going to be easy street as far as tonight goes in defending his championship match here. You got to think Lane Smart is the longest running CSW champion we've had in history. So he's definitely going to give Overstreet a run for his money here. They don't give him the nickname the Beast for no reason. And here comes Overstreet looking calm, cool, collective. Do not underestimate Lane Smart here. The very first time the AIWF Championship here being defended at a CSW event. I'm very sure the fans are just as excited as I am. Looking forward to this one, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this order, at a weight of 301 pounds, he is the former CSW. This is the AIWF World Heavyweight Champion, Justin Overstreet. And his challenger at 301 pounds, former CSW Heavyweight Champion, he is the Beast, Lane
Smart. There we are, folks. The official introductions are off. The referee has the belts. This match is about on the way. Here we go. Making history here tonight, folks. First time ever AIWF Championship up for grabs at a CSW event. All right, Mike, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I guess the world's champion of the AIWF taking a little offense to the ring introductions there for some reason. But he should probably be a little more focused on this opponent here, the Beast Lane Smart. This is not going to be a cakewalk for Justin Overstreet. I can assure you of that.
I thought you did a fine job there, Mike.
Well, thank you. You know, one thing Overstreet made a point to say is that we are going to have a wrestling match here. This is not one of those hardcore type events that kind of plays into what Lane Smart is known for. And you have to wonder what kind of disadvantage that puts the big man at when he tells him, you know, no weapons, no fists, no over-the-top rope stuff. And you saw Lane Smart walk into the ring with a chair. You know, some people question just how aware Lane Smart is of his surroundings, other than he's in there to maul somebody. If he makes the wrong move here, attacking Justin Overstreet, he could get disqualified and lose the match instantly.
You're right, Mike. And I tell you what, you got an event with a name like Four Corners of Hell. I mean, who would have thought that weapons wouldn't have been allowed? Who wouldn't have thought an event of this caliber wouldn't allow you to get in the ring and just mangle your opponent, especially with a steel chair when it comes to the likes of Lane Smart, this beast.
Well, things a bit different in terms of defending the AIWF World's title, but I still wouldn't put it past Lane Smart to mangle Justin Overstreet if he gets the chance. He just has to watch what moves he makes and what tactics he uses while doing it. Now, Overstreet with that spinebuster insignia on the back of his trunks, that is his signature finishing maneuver. And you got to wonder, even with the great shape that the world's champ is in, can Justin Overstreet pick up Lane Smart and put him in a spinebuster? I mean, that's a monumental challenge in and of itself right there.
That's right. Well, not just picking him up, but how much force will he even have to be able to drive him into the ring with that spinebuster?
Oh, lured Lane Smart in there, snaps him up throat first over the top rope. Good strategy by Justin Overstreet. I was about to say, Overstreet's... Oh, look at that. A drop toe hold from Lane Smart.
All right, he floats over right into a side headlock.
Perhaps not as unskilled in the scientific wrestling arena as we've been led to believe is the beast Lane Smart. I was about to say, Overstreet looking very tentative going into this match, like he was waiting for that moment for Lane Smart to make a mistake, and he did so. He lured him in over with that top rope snap, and now he's got the same situation on the apron there. Oh, vicious knee lift to a prone Lane Smart there hanging over the apron. And the world's champion taking charge here. Justin Overstreet did not win this title in a lottery. I mean, he fought for it. He is definitely qualified to be in there with the biggest and the baddest, and he's got one of the biggest and baddest in Lane Smart for sure.
That's right, defeating former AIWF champion Salem Center 6 to win the championship.
And who can forget the illustrious reign of Salem Center 4 back in the 70s?
It's a legendary wrestling family, Mike.
I think so. Sixth generation athlete. What can you say? Justin Overstreet. Nice looking snap over on the head of Lane Smart there. And you're really going to see a master at work here in Justin Overstreet. He has traveled all over the country here. Not just in the short time winning the AIWF World's title, but in his pursuit of it. He's logged in a lot of miles, Damien, and he's faced a wide array of opponents. I'm not sure any of them are quite like Lane Smart, but he is not walking in here unprepared or defenseless, I can assure you.
Well, definitely. I mean, he's not the champion for just any no given reason. I mean, he definitely has the skill to hold on to a championship, belt, and he's got the caliber to be in there as a top competing star here at CSW. But like you said, I mean, being prepared for someone like Lane Smart is just, it's unpredictable getting in the ring with a guy like Lane Smart.
Very true. Thus far, Justin Overstreet doing a great job kind of cutting off any momentum Lane Smart would begin to acquire. And you'd have to say Justin Overstreet has been in charge of the majority of the match thus far. He is setting the pace, as a world's champion does. I mean, like him or not, like his tactics or not, give him credit. Overstreet, part of that tradition faction, that movement that has originated here in CSW over the past few months. He is affiliated with Chris Tighe and the tag champ Street Bandit and Marcus Gibbs. They've really been running roughshod since they combined forces here in CSW.
All right, well, let's hope Tighe's performance earlier tonight doesn't reflect on Overstreet here. Could be a bad night for Tradition all the way through.
So far, it's looking like a bad night for Lane Smart. Justin Overstreet just keeping him grounded, taking charge of the pace of this match here.
You know, I'm curious. I wonder if in the back of that bald head there of Lane Smart, if he's thinking, man, I want to wrap a chair around this guy's face.
Oh, I have no doubt that is on his mind. But he has to resist that urge. I mean, a big opportunity for Lane Smart here to become the world's heavyweight champion. The AIWF titles, that world championship lineage goes back over 20 years in this organization.
That's right, it goes, Mike. Held by the likes of Kyle Matthews, the legendary Rock and Roll's Ricky Morton.
Big names for sure. Lane Smart has the opportunity of a lifetime here facing Justin Overstreet, but you see Overstreet wisely getting out of the way of that big cannonball in the corner. And there he goes, kind of bragging to the crowd about his intellectual prowess there, getting out of the way.
That's right, you're wasting a little bit of time. You might have got the win there.
Regardless of controlling the pace and keeping the big man down, you gotta wonder, what does Overstreet actually have to do to pin the likes of Lane Smart? A guy that John Riker had to literally set a table on fire and throw him through it to pin him. This guy is not easy to beat. Justin Overstreet might be able to hang with Lane Smart, but can he get the victory? Can he assert himself here in what has got to be considered important to him, his first world's title defense here in Culture Shock Wrestling? I know he wants to get the victory and make a point here.
That's right. Well, maybe that's why at the beginning of the match you throw out what we can call here tonight Overstreet's rules. You know, the traditional style wrestling match. Keep the weapons out of the match. No chairs, no tables. Maybe if he feels like he can take away Lane Smart's usual tactics or his normal advantage, then he can come out on top here tonight.
We saw a vicious clothesline there take Lane Smart down and out. Overstreet a little tentative to make the cover here. You kind of see the gears grinding there in the brain of Justin Overstreet, going, what else do I have to do here? How am I going to put this guy away? It's no easy feat. As he continues to try to cut off the air supply of Lane Smart. That's certainly one way to take the big man out.
You can't wrestle if you can't breathe. True story.
Not going to argue with that for a second. Overstreet not quite able to keep Lane Smart down. What is Smart going to do with him here? He's reasserting control. Oh, beautiful drop kick. Look at that form. Just what you'd expect from a world's heavyweight champion.
A traditional style drop kick there, Mike.
Justin Overstreet has certainly learned from the best. He's taken it. He's added his own ingredients to that wrestling gumbo, if you will. He's really turned into one heck of a competitor here, as evidenced by being AIWF World's Champion. Lane Smart trying to find his way back into this, but so far he's been thwarted at every turn by Justin Overstreet. Ah, big jawbreaker.
Oh,
what do we got here? Oh, referee goes down.
Oh, referee.
What is... Look, Street Bandit from Tradition out here.
Of course. And yeah, not even a second after the ref goes down. And here we go. Chair to the back.
There's your traditional Justin Overstreet rules right there. Just as soon as the referee's not looking. These guys preach the gospel all day long about tradition and amateur style wrestling, but as soon as the referee's back is turned, they do not practice what they preach daily.
Talk about no weapons allowed. He just hit him 4 times with a chair.
Most notably, he pointed that chair right into the spine of Lane Smart, perhaps setting up for that move imprinted on the back of his tights there, the spine buster. Can he pick the big man up and hit that? I assure you, it would be just about all over if he were able to do that right now after that vicious chair shot to the back. 1, 2.
Oh, kick out after 2. The chair shots did not work.
Lane Smart, as tough as they come, showing a lot of heart despite that onslaught of steel into his back.
Oh, the straps are coming down. That's traditional.
Are we going to see?
Here we go.
Oh, Lane Smart ready for that spear. Cut him off with a kick and a couple of big clotheslines and elbows here. Lane Smart getting his momentum back. Oh, here we go.
He's got to choke slam him through the ring.
Boom!
Oh, goodness gracious. Good God almighty.
This could be it. Many men have been taken out by that move. 1, 2. Do we have a new world champion? No.
2 count only.
That's about as close as it gets right there, folks.
Overstreet staying in it. And now the strap's coming down for Lane Smart.
You still got to keep your eye on Street Bandit there on the outside. What's he going to do to get involved? I think if Lane Smart can hit another choke slam right there in the center of the ring, it'll be all over with. Well, he's going to the well again, picking Justin Overstreet up on his shoulders. Overstreet finding his way out, takes a powder. He's going to regroup out there. Can't say I blame him. Smart move by the world's heavyweight champion. But Lane Smart is not going to allow him very long rest. Perhaps he's going to give Street Bandit a taste or two of that as well.
I gotta give a hand out to the referee real quick here. You know, taking two behemoth feet to the face and still standing. My goodness.
True that.
Those tree trunk legs of Lane Smart.
Lane Smart running the risk here, having a double count out. He's not going to win the title that way. He needs to get Overstreet back in the ring and get him back there quickly. What's he got here? Overstreet blocking and reversing the momentum into the wall there.
Lane Smart's face is bouncing right off the wall.
The count continues. Overstreet makes his way back in the ring, and I think that's it.
Overstreet made it in right at 9. Oh, you're kidding me.
Well, can't say it's a decisive victory, but in the record books, it's a win nonetheless. And still, your AIWF World Heavyweight Champion, Justin Overstreet, celebrating with his teammate in Tradition, Street Bandit, had a little bit to do with that, given his interference. And now Lane Smart, not too happy about that.
No, he's not going to take this line down. There's one vicious choke slam. Oh, here we go.
And now he's got him. Overstreet raking the eyes, bailing out of there. You're a winner.
Saving himself. He saved his title. He's saving himself. He's heading out of here.
Still world's heavyweight champion, Justin Overstreet.
Damien, there you have it, retaining his title. Not really getting a firm victory over Lane Smart, nonetheless coming out the champion, Justin Overstreet.
That's right, the 20-year history of the AIWF Championship continuing here tonight. Overstreet retaining his championship.
Indeed, he continues the legacy. And all of this leads into our next live event. That is Summer Showdown, coming up June 28th at the House of Hardcore, the Mossy Head Community Center. Matches are being signed as we speak. We are still dealing with the fallout from the Four Corners of Hell. We're going to see what kind of matchups we have, but it's definitely going to be a can't-miss event, Damien.
That's right, folks. Don't forget, coming up
June 28th.
June 28th. Get your tickets early. Get to the show early. You do not want to miss this event. You thought Four Corners of Hell was something. You wait till you see this next one.
And speaking of that, on our next episode of Viral, you don't want to miss it. We are going to recap what happened at the Four Corners of Hell. Lots of people on the edge of their seats wondering how that turned out. We're going to let you know what's going on with that. Can't miss that. Also, we have a big match between David Prime and Zane Stevens.
Oh my goodness, folks. This one is not for the weak at hearted. Gotta see this match.
And as if that's not enough, we're going to see that long-anticipated triple threat tag team title match. Brian Cage has been teasing a mystery partner for this match against the Fist and against Tradition for the CSW tag titles. Who could his partner possibly be?
That's right. We got two well-established teams in the Fist and in Tradition. Brian Cage coming in representing just the CSW here. Who's he going to pick as his tag team partner? I don't know, but he's going to have his hands full against Tradition and the Fist.
Well, that mystery will be solved next time on CSW Viral. We hope to see you right here. For my partner Damian Hendricks, I'm Mike Roycroft. We'll see you next time.